Hello, my name is Lily Sarkisyan, and I'll be interviewing Ravi Ramwal, who is a manager at Arthur's International Cafe and Food Market. I'll be asking him a series of questions, and some of them include just general questions that are about management and controlling, leading, controlling, organizing, and planning, of course. The first question will be, can you tell me about your current place of employment, your title, and your basic responsibilities?
My current place of employment is Archer's International Cafe. It is a small scale restaurant. It's basically a cafe in which we serve foods from various international countries and regions, such as Indian, Chinese, West Indian, Mediterranean, Persian, Greek, you name it, we try to have it. Armenian, Russian, Polish, again, you name it, we try to have it. My title there is a shift manager. And as a shift manager, I supervise my employees. I ensure that the customer service is up to par so that we'll be able to bring in more customers and the same customers, and so on and so forth. The employees, of course, I'm referring to are waiters, waitresses, hosts, hostesses, dishwashers, cooks, you name it, that's who I supervise.
Okay. My next question will be is if you can give me an example of a major problem and just describe what it was and how do you resolve the problem.
Whew. That's a good one. I had a situation, I would say, a problem where more than one of my staff members had to call in sick on a given day. It was a few weeks ago, and it was very hectic where we were so short staffed we didn't have two waiters in one shift and one cook in the other shift. It's two shifts we were divided into, from open to midday, and then from midday to close are the other shifts. And basically, the first response I had to the problem was to try to find my other employees on their days off. Unfortunately, they were not able to make it, and it's understandable. It's their scheduled day off, and they are flexible. Every once in a while, they do come in on their days off. I went ahead and decided to cover that first shift, and to resolve the problem, I went ahead and did the waitering myself. I covered the tables. I made extended customer service to the public and made sure that they were happy and did not notice any form of short staffing levels. I made sure they were happy. Once they're happy, I'm happy, and of course, the owner will be happy. Um, then for the second shift, I also stayed and ended up doing the cooking while my replacement waiters came in. And man, I was dog tired, I gotta admit. But I mean, you have to do what you have to do to make sure everything is running smooth and operational. And I was able to, you know, make sure it was smooth, and that's how I solved the problem. And we were successful that day, actually.
Perfect. Thank you. And I have another question. If you have any plans, if they're long term or short term, and if you could just tell me how you would accomplish those goals.
My short-term plans is basically room for opportunity, room for improvement. Being I do answer to the owner. I do see myself wanting to exactly wanting to move up and be promoted. However, I'm not pushing towards it, but as a short-term goal, yes, I would love to keep putting in my hard work and let it be noticed that I can be promoted. And yes, the owner has promised me that one day that can happen, and therefore my short-term goals will be complete. My long-term goals, as I explained to the owner, is to franchise the restaurant and basically just make sure everything expands to the point in which we become a
Franchise.
nice, yeah,
Perfect.
corporation franchise. And it'll be so good because we offer such good food and great customer service to go with it. I mean,
Yeah, that'll be something good for the company. And
Yeah.
the last question would be is how do you motivate your employees?
My motivation for my employees is pretty simple and straightforward, but a lot of managers unfortunately does not do this. And it's basically to reward them every time they do something good, not just reprimand them when they do something bad, which I rarely have to do because my employees are great. But when needed, it's done. However, I do always tell them, in the lack of better words, good job, job well done, thank you for doing this. You went above and beyond. And then I reward them, of course, with Employee of the Month, employee recognition certificates, parking spaces for the Employee of the Month. Certain perks like that will definitely motivate them. And once they're happy and they're positive, I'm happy. And of course, the customers will be happy, hence them being happy, hence me being happy as the manager, and hence the owner being happy.
Okay, perfect. And that will conclude my interview.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Please visit Arthur's International Cafe.
Thank you.